everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Best Advice Ever channel, where no advice is the best advice, but maybe some wisdom. So in this lovely time of survival and things like that, where a 40-hour paycheck at minimum wage does not pay for shit, doesn't pay for anything. So trying to plan a trip can be really difficult, So that being said, I said I was going to do my finances thing, huh? We'll do that in another video, because right now my finances are going to paying for a trip, as I've said in previous videos, right? So I'm going to be going to Texas with my friend, and we're going to see his family, and we're going to see my family. I don't know if all my family's going to want to see me or not. I don't know if they're going to have time for it, but we're going to see how it goes, okay? So anyway, that being said, right now I'm going to be paying, next week I'm going to be paying for the hotel, all right? So my friend is only paying for the car. That's all he's paying for. He doesn't have to pay for meals. He doesn't have to pay for a hotel room, stuff like that. He is my companion, and he has a license. So, I got to make this as awesome for him as possible, because he's going to be, he's going to be with me. We're going to be doing some things, right? And stuff like that. That being said, planning for hotels is a little tricky, because he just sent me a message saying, well, we're going to spend 3 days in San Antonio, which is great, which is absolutely perfect to spend 3 days. And then we'll have the other days, because we only have one weekend. We only have a Saturday and Sunday to actually have a big get together. Now, if everyone wants all their little small, my family wants, small get-togethers, because there's a lot of small families, and they're fairly well spread out. They're not too spread out, but they're within, an hour or two of each other, which is really awesome. They think it's horrible. I'm like, girls, you have no idea. When you spend an hour on a bus, shit. That's brutal, and you're only going like 10 miles down the road. It takes you an hour to get there. I'm like, an hour gets me to another town? I'm like, great. Okay. So that being said, planning. So in the land of survival, budgeting for things is highly important, and still paying your bills and still taking care of the things you do it can be brutal. And I will say this, I am a veteran, and I'm a disabled veteran. I have a disability that you can't see. Okay, I have multiple disabilities that you can't see. Okay. That being said, I have a percentage rating that gives me enough of a living allowance to pay for my rent and pay for my phone bill. Okay, which is great, because we got a small increase, and then so I was able to do that, so I can pay my phone and my thing. And one of the bills I'm going to be getting rid of is my storage bill, because I've had it for 12 years, which is the amount of time, almost the amount of time that I was in the Navy, and I haven't done anything with it. So yeah, so to say that a lot of things in there are not going to be coming back with me would be an understatement, because a lot of that stuff is like I got in the Navy. I'm not going to go over things. We'll do a video of my storage going in and seeing what is salvageable and what is not, and the things I'm going to be releasing and the things I'm going to keep with me, because I do want to keep some things from that time. A big one is but anyway, we're not getting into that. So the thing is planning things, right? When I have two sisters. I have a brother with a sister-in-law. I have another brother, and so that's 4 families right there, right? That's 4 families that I've got to coordinate with. It is crazy, okay? 2 sisters live in the same area, so that's cool. I can actually combine the two of them together if I want to. Now with the other one, he lives a little bit further out and stuff. The two of them live a little bit farther out. I don't know if that family even wants to have anything to do with me. My niece and nephews over there might say, I got one nephew, be all right, but the other two, they might not, want to have anything to do with me, and that's fine. That's fine. Whatever they want to do, it'll be okay. I'm not gonna. We all have our lives, and they have their life, and sometimes, you got that family member that you just don't have anything to do with. I am that family member. All right, it's okay. I'm tearing up because it is emotional to be that way, but I've already made an emotional video on that, so we're not going to talk about that. So anyway, planning for hotels. So once I get the hotels planned, everything, once it's in, it's locked, right? I have a goal of what I want to do. This is not going to be, for me, a completely relaxing time because I've got things I got to do, while I'm there. So, so when you're planning trips and stuff, you got to budget, you got to make sure that you've got all the things. And for me, budgeting for a trip is paying for the things that I need before I even leave. I don't have to worry about, saving money for a hotel ticket. I've already got that. Or a plane ticket, hotels, already got that. And I book hotels that I can get out of. If I need to cancel, beforehand, or I need to change something, I make sure that it's flexible so that I can change it. The plane tickets, not so much. I mean, I'm paying $100 per ticket, so a little over $100 for a ticket. They're not flexible. I'm gonna have to, if I have to change that flight, that's just gonna be chalked up to, well, I lost $200. So hopefully I don't have to do that. The other one is, let's see here, food and things like that. So I guess it's gonna be a planning, a budgeting for your vacation type thing. So the other one is for gas and food, stuff like that. Like I said, my friend is taking care of the car. He's got that. He's gonna do his budgeting for that one there. Now for me, I'm also going to do two Visa prepaid cards. Now I gotta save up for that. I gotta do 1 month for one because I'm gonna do $500 for each. One is gonna be for our gas, for when we drive and stuff like that, and food, and the other one's gonna be for food. So we have gas and we have food taken care of. We don't have to worry about coming out of pocket for that because we'll have things. Now, alcoholic drinks and things like that, that's on everybody else. Okay, and also I'm not gonna be buying food for everybody either. That was another thing that I did before when I went on trips and stuff. When I went there, is I would, pay for the meals and stuff like that because I wanted everyone to have a nice time. I am not doing that this time. It is everyone has jobs. Everyone has their own budget, and if we do an eat out thing, then it's gonna be Dutch. You pay for you, I pay for me, and it'll be fine. And if that ain't the case, then we'll just meet at your house, have a nice little conversation, and be on our way. That is how that's going to go, And back in the day when I was a kid, that's what we did. We didn't go out to eat at big places. We had barbecues, When we had my Aunt Betty and Uncle Bobby, when they were alive, and they had their large property of land, we would go to their place to have barbecues and stuff. And when my grandparents and my brothers and sisters moved out to be in the woods, which they were literally, they lived out in the woods. They would host, the get-togethers and things like that, and it would be between my aunt and my grandmother, my great aunt and my grandmother, and so it was like that. Nowadays, it's not so much that, I haven't had a get together with anyone in a while. And, there's 9 nieces and nephews. That's a reunion by itself. I think with the nieces and nephews and the parents, you've got your own baseball team. Okay? So that is pretty wild and pretty crazy. But anyway, so I just kind of wanted to, have a chat on things. And yeah, peace out, live your best life. And I'm going to get to doing my things for the day. And you live your best lives, all right? Bye, bros.